used to have a simple life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son, it's tough. But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. A story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
Welcome to Medieval Dynasty. Dynasty. And how you pronounce it. Hi guys, and welcome to a new series. Could be a new series on the channel. Medieval Dynasty. And I've literally just got a PC that'll handle it. So let's have a go. See how we get on. Punch, block. Block, punch. Okay, cool. Right, go. We gotta do start a new life. Talk to castle. Oh, so infantry is Q. Got buildings, fences, buildings, hunting, extraction, houses, back storages, services, production, animal husbandry, and farming. Cool. This looks good. And the graphics look unreal. Excuse the pun. I think from what we've just got in the introduction, it is basically like a simulator, farming, hunting, make your own dynasty set in the medieval ages. I'm guessing the title says it all. Not the best description, Wayne, but we'll get there. Let's just trot down here to Gostovia. Ooh, lady. Talk. What was that? E. Talk. E. That one, yeah.
Face. Welcome.
Romance. Have you heard anything interesting recently? Where can I find small talk? Where can I find? So vendors, wild animals, farm animals. Could you move a little further? 52. Okay, cool. Right, so in here by the look of it. So I have to excuse the controls. I'm used to a console, so you'll have to excuse the oh, I just punched the door. Whoops. Don't punch people, Wayne. It's not the best way to make friends. So hey mate, I need to run, be good. Age 7. I was nearly the same age as my son. Do I need to talk to you? If I stop, does he get further away? Yep, I need to talk to you. You. Oh, don't punch him. Wrong button, that one. Those eyes. I didn't think I would see them again. One blue as the sky and the other black as a lump of coal. Are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. So you aren't one. Good. For a second there I thought I lost it. But your eyes, you look just like him. Sorry, you must have been mistaken with me with someone. I'm new to these parts, just arrived at the valley actually. My name is Rasimir. I'm Wanda's son, aren't you? Lordan's nephew. What? Did you know my mother? Not really. I knew of her. We didn't ever actually meet. He wanted to keep his family separate. I don't think I understand. You will. Wait, what do you mean by did? I know her. Is she well? I hope she is now, wherever that might be. I've lost both my parents in the war. Damn it. This world. I guess it can be as cruel as it is beautiful. I'm sorry, my boy. Nobody should lose their loved ones at such a young age. It's okay, they've died, so I could live. And I don't really want to talk about it. Of course, I apologise. You mentioned my uncle, Aaron. I actually came here looking for him. Oh, Rasimir. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Your uncle Lorden is no longer with us. He passed away 3 years ago. I'm so sorry. I understand how you must feel. He was a dear friend of mine. So that's it. I'm the only one left. Oh no, that can't be what happened. Don't worry, he died peacefully in his sleep. He didn't suffer, I can promise you that. So what should I do now? You are free to go wherever you like and start a new life. I hereby grant you the permission of the castle then, to build and farm on any unutilised land in the valley. Construct yourself a house and see what comes up next for you. Even build a whole village if you please. There are many travellers passing through. Maybe some of them would like to join your settlement. Just like that, I can take the land free of charge. Well, you'd have to pay taxes to the king annually, obviously. But apart from that, you are free to do as you please, as long as you don't break the law, of course. Or at least don't get caught doing so. That sounds amazing. The valley looks beautiful as well. I think I'll stay here and see what fate has in store for me. I'm glad to hear that. You can find resources all over the land. Grab a few rocks and sticks from the ground and craft yourself a simple axe. With it you can cut down trees and chop them into logs. Then you can create a wooden hammer that will be crucial in the building process. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. When you build yourself a home, come back to Gostovia and talk to my wife. Dobranasia? She manages the tavern. Ask her to feed you. You must be famished. And then grab some beers for both of us and come back. I'll tell you some of the stories about Lorden. That sounds like a plan to me. Right, so collect resources. All the basic resources can be collected in the wild. Just look around and reach out for them. Sticks are the easiest to find. But on the other hand, stones and herbs are much harder to spot. Move the cursor on the desired item until its name is shown and collect it. Resources are used for various purposes like building, crafting, healing or eating. Escape, yeah, we'll go for that. Right, okay, so where shall we build? Let's go see what these are. Can we sprint? Can I sprint? Oh, that's a torch. Okay, what's that one do? That one. Don't know what sprint is. So, stones. Let's go out here and find some stuff. Oh, what was that? Stone! Is that it? It's got to be it. E. Okay. Okay, cool. Right, so let's look on the floor for some sticks and stones. May break my bones, but names shall never hurt me. So I need some sticks. Daisy. Let's have a daisy. Oh, you have to hold E for that. So stone. Well, I don't know about anyone else. I found the stones pretty easily. The sticks, on the other hand. Let's go see if we can find some near some trees. See if the branches have fell off. No. Oh, sticks. Oh, okay. So we have to collect the... Ah, so sticks are upright. They're not on the floor. That's... Okay, so can we get these? Yep. Let's get these. Get some sticks. I need another stick. There's one there, look. Let's have some sticks. Okay. Stone axe. Right, so which one was it? To cut down a tree, you will need to have an axe. This tool can be bought or crafted in creation menu in the handcrafting section. Equip the axe in one of the quick slots at the inventory and take it out. Approach a tree and start cutting it until it drops down. Then chop down the fallen one into smaller parts to acquire logs and other resources like sticks and feathers. Okay. Right, so which one? That was it, wasn't it? So, handcrafting. Let's have an axe. Okay. Oh, doing something. Bit of twisting, bit of pokery. And have we got an axe? Equip R. Oh, yes. That's a bit of a swinging. Right, let's chop this tree. Let's go. Boom. Boom. So you have to keep clicking the mouse to chop it. Chop it! Yes. Yes. Right. Hack. So, oh, it's bouncing back. So can I chop? Chop. So right, logs. Let's have some logs. I'll just pick them up. Okay. Pick the logs up, no problem. So, cut 5 trees. So, let's have a go at these then. Wooden hammer. So, chop the old tree down. Chop that tree. Do I need to get the logs or am I just chopping the trees? I'm dead. Oh dear. Fighting for ignoring negative status. That is a bison, by the look of it. Statuses may cause you to lose health. Losing all of it will result in death. You regenerate health by sleeping in your bed, eating healing herbs or herbalist potions can cure. I think I'm dead because a tree fell on me. Oh no, I'm okay. Okay, that would have really hurt. But chop that log up. Chop. Chop. Can we just... So I can just take it. Okay. Right, we'll take that. So that was 2 trees. I need to take it out with a shovel so you can get rid of the stumps. Okay, right. Spruce tree. Let's have a bit of spruce. Let's try a bit of that. Chop that up. Right, move. And it's down. Well done, Wayne. We're on a learning curve. Chop the old spruce tree off. Take the log and that one. Let's get that one. So a bit of daisy. We'll have some daisies. I'm running out of space to carry stuff. Choppy chop chop. Right, move. I'm really slow. Really slow. Come on. Make it to this tree. I shall be back in about a week. Come on. Let's get there. Let's go. Snick some sticks off the tree. Chop. I can't reach. I can't reach. Yes. Keep chopping. Chop it. Awesome. Right, move. Oh. You would be stuck. Chop. Oh, nearly hit me in the face. I can't run away. I craft anything else. Oh, a hammer. Got logs. Let's have a bit of a hammer then. Wooden hammer and some straw. So, Q. Can I make anything else? Get rid of some of this wood. Oh, we'll have a shovel as well. Let's make a shovel while we're at it. And what else we got? A bit of a hoe, stone knife, a wooden spear. Go on then, we'll have a knife. Okay. See how much that got rid of. That got rid of quite a bit. What's that? Firewood, hammer. I've got a hammer. We'll make a spear as well. Then R. R to equipped. Skills, inventory, knowledge, technology. Ah, okay. So, well. Oh, okay. Cool. I'll get rid of the map. Where do we get straw from around here? Anybody know? Wooden spear. 5. Right. So I'm guessing. Press 5. Yes! We have a spear. Stab! Stab! Who's this dude? Let's put your spear away, Wayne. Oh god, I keep pressing click to 19. How can I do for you? Hi, my name is Resimir. Hi, I'm Alwyn. I don't recognise you. Are you new here? I came here from the south. I'm looking for a new place to myself. Where can I start a new life? No, but we haven't met yet. Good luck to you then. As for me, I am a farmer. My job is to cultivate fields. In fact, I do the same work every day, year by year. Doesn't it get boring over time? If I were you, I would die of... That's a bit harsh. Of course it bores me. How long can you do the same thing in your life over and over again? But my family needs my help and I'm doing my best to provide for them. I do not mean to offend you. I'm sorry. Well, don't say it then, you idiot. There is no need for you to apologise. I'm a little bit annoyed and short-tempered recently. There is a delicate matter that won't let me focus on my work. What's that, Alwyn? Maybe I can be of an aid. It may seem petty, but I'm really tired of my mother's conflict with Jargonaiwa. Her son Delabor won't leave my little sister Olga alone. Some very strange names in this. I understand it's just a game for him. After all, when I was his age, I played with Dobramira, his older sister. I pretended to be a knight, equipped with a stick instead of a sword. Stored. But anyway, I managed to protect her honour, like every knight does. It's adorable in its way. Anyway, let's get down to earth. I think he needs something to keep him busy and away from my sister, so that you could work with a clear mind again, huh? It would be nice indeed. I'll see what I can do. Right, let's go sort this out. Right, so that must be water and hunger and health and stuff. Start to lose health. You can refill it by drinking various beverages. Water can be stored and transported in buckets. And the water skin. Okay, I've got a funny feeling this is going to be like a bit of a survival kind of thing. Can I use my controller? Be a lot easier. Yes, I can. Some water from the river. I don't know how nice it's going to be. Discovered fishing spot. Perch. Oh, and duck. How do we... hold A to drink. Sorted. Beautiful. Deliver to Delabort. Stick. I've got some sticks. I need some straw from somewhere. I don't know where. Going completely the wrong way, Wayne. I don't know how long I'm going to be playing this game. It just depends how much attention this video gets, to be fair. So it's all down to you guys. If you want some more Medieval Dynasty, make sure you hit that like button. And I shall do my best to deliver. So, Oswald, no. You. Hi, you're Delabort, right? Hi. Yeah, 7. Yes. You look very strong for your age. Have you ever thought of becoming a knight? It's my dream. Are you a knight? No, but I know quite a lot about them. Did you know that many of them started learning to fight with a wooden sword already at your age? Where could I get such a sword? It just so happens that I have one with me, and I could give it to you because you're clearly worthy. I'm honoured. May look inconspicuous, but it is certainly an excellent practice weapon for an aspiring knight like you. Give a stick. It looks a bit like a regular stick. You'd be right, Sunshine. But use your imagination to surprise your opponent. And do you know what else knights do besides fighting battles? They ride horses. This as well. But most of all, they protect the ladies and children from danger and make sure that no harm is done to them. Really? Sounds like a lot of work. Yes, this is the most important principle of chivalry. Alright, thank you for the sword, not a knight. Now I'm going to defend those in need. You're welcome, young master. You're welcome. Oh, bless him. Sleeping is available 7 till 7. 12 hours sleep, if only. Go back to that dude. Talk to Alvin. Just leg it over here. Does the stamina get better the more you run? Or is it? Oh, is that? There he is. That's the dude. Alwyn. Here. Yes. Hi. I have solved your problem with Dalibor. We'll go Dalibor. Yes, I saw him running around the village with a stick. He must have an amazing gift of persuasion. This young one does not listen to anyone. He gave me an idea with that stick and the story about a knight. By the way, I got this bread from Dobromira as an apology for the brother's behaviour, but I think you've earned it. Here, take it. Thank you. No problem. It's the most refined bread you've eaten. Our Castellan's wife makes them in our local tavern. Oh, do you happen to know the man in charge? Unigost as well? No, not really. I spend most of my time on the field, and our paths only cross when it's time to pay some taxes. Alright then, see you soon. Cool, nice one. Oh, Alwyn's story 1. It looks like we might get some more.
Hello, traveller.
Oh, hello, Gerarda. Can I help you with something? I am finished. The yields were awful this year. Neither have enough crops to sell nor the money to pay the taxes. The king will surely take my head. You know, I could try to help you. You would really do that? I warn you, it's quite a sum. That's fine, I'll help. Actually, I can't really spare anything right now. That's fine, I'll help. I'm in your debt. What we gotta do? Wait for the next summer. I need to get some straw. Where's the straw? Anyone? Anyone know where the straw is? Somebody help me with the straw. Who's that?
Newcomer. Hello there.
Hello there. How are you? Hey, look at this distinguished gentleman. Can I help you with something? Show me your wares. Have you heard anything interesting recently? Where can I find straw? No. Can I help you with something? I have a hole in the roof. I'll give you what you need. I need some straw. Where the fizzing flippity flappity flew? Can I find some straw? Straw! It's got to be in the farmyard somewhere, surely. Do I have to get it from here? Can I get it from here? I wonder if I get the hoe. Wooden hoe. Craft. No, just want 1. I press 6 and plough. Nothing. Oh, what's them? Dandelions. Dandelion must be the last one of the season. Let's put your spear away, Wayne. It's not the best way to look inviting, is it? So,
Greetings, stranger.
show me your wares. Where can I find it? Romance. What's that do? Did you forget that I'm happily married to charming senior citizen over there? Oops. Show me your wares.
Never disappoint.
A bucket of water, dried meat, egg, honeycomb. What the hell's a hop? Plum, bit of plum juice. Oh, I saw beer. Rye beer, salted meat, wheat beer, wine. Cool.
Goodbye.
Right, thank you, bye. A reed that should grow on the bank of a large river. Okay, right. So I need to find it for some reeds. So if you just read quest, Wayne, it'll tell you where you can find stuff. You massive moron. Bit of readage. A bit of that as well. So, oh, good lord. Ah, okay, so we're looking for these dried out ones here. I'm with you. Helps if you know what you're looking for. There's one there, look. And there's one there. One there. Ah, see, we've got this now. We've got it, look. Yes, right, build it. I need another 9 so I can help that dude out with his house. Just come on, grab it. Build your first house. Where should we build? It's too close to the existing village. Okay, so we'll go over here a bit then. Oh! A nice spot down there near the river. I think it'd be lovely. Handcrafted. No, not handcrafted buildings. Houses. House. There we go. Let's build it there. Let's have a lovely view. Oh my god. There's so much to do. There's a skill tree for hunting, extraction, farming, diplomacy, and survival. Wow. This is insanely big. We'll give some straw to Sobimir. Give some straw to you in here. I'll just walk in with an axe. You're still asleep. Get up. Lazy. I've got what you asked for. Hole in the roof. I'm guessing it's sorted now. Wait for next summer. Build your first house. How do we build a house? I wonder if I need a hammer. My hammer is there. So for building, and bash it! That is a big ass mallet. Say I've just made it. It looks a bit hammered. Hey, look, see? That's how you do it. Let's get building. So, do I just smack it with my hammer then? I need more logs. Oh, no, I don't. I've got it all. Oh, cool. So, whack. I need more logs. Let's get the axe out. Go get some more logs. I should have built it near a tree, but never mind. Let's chop that down. Chop the old spruce tree down. And which way is that falling? On me. Oh! Oh! That was close. Right, so wherever you chop it, it falls the opposite direction. Chop, chop, chop. Choppy, chop, 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 chop. Where'd the other tree go? There it is. Right next to you, Wayne. You muppet. I'll just whack it. I've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I need one more log. Yeah, of course I do. Whack it. What do I need now? Oh my god, look how many sticks I need. Oh wow. Bash, bash, bash. Loving this. Build a house with just an hammer. Smash it up. Bosh! Go get a drink. Oh, a duck. Can I chop it? Aye. Nearly. Whack. And then we'll get some more sticks. And we'll chop that down. Holy moly, that was close. Let's have a window in this one. Right, we'll just go wattle for now. Let's have a window in it so I can see the lake. I think any lady would be very happy to be in here. 2 logs. Timber! Ayah! Ayah! Oh, broke my axe. Oh, poo. Make another axe. Axe is done. Is it still equipped? Yes, it is. Boosh. Timber! In 2, 1, bosh. We have just built our first home. Chapters are a series of missions that appear at the beginning of the game and introduce you to the game's mechanics. It also assists you in the initial stages of your settlement's construction. Completing chapters allows you to unlock the next development stage, which determines the maximum limit of buildings you can construct. Okay. Oh, look at all this. We can hang our kills on. Reliefs. Wow, so this is all the... Oh, that's amazing. This is cool. Oh, I've got a little cooking pot. Light a fire. Light the old fire. Talk to Deborah What we got there? That's a knife. Yeah, we'll have a knife. Stab some people. Now, let's go talk to this lady. Dobronija. Punch, punch. That's right, nice to meet you too. Resimir, what brings you to me? Told me that you can fix me up with some food. I haven't eaten a proper meal in weeks. Well, it depends what proper means to you, but I can offer you something warm and filling. That sounds more than amazing. There you go. Now tell me something about yourself. How do you know my husband? There's nothing much to say, really. Just arrived at the valley looking for my uncle Jordan. Didn't expect to be done searching so quickly, to be honest. Oh yes, he was Unigost's friend. I remember now hearing that he had eyes just like yours. I'm sorry for your loss. That's okay, I don't even remember him really. Most that I know about him is from my mother's stories. She always looked up to her big brother, loved him furiously even when he stopped visiting. A lot of people did, from what I've heard. There was something special about him. Yeah, tough shoes to fill, huh? The only shoes that you need to worry about filling are your own. Every man is the architect of his own future. Thank you for saying that. It's what I needed to hear. But let's not talk about me anymore. What's your story? I was part of a travelling band of troubadours. I've never managed to learn how to play an instrument, but I was pretty decent with my singing. Our travels brought us to the valley not long after the death of your uncle. I still remember seeing Unigos for the first time. He had so much sadness in his eyes. Jordan wasn't just a friend of his, he was part of him. The band left a few days later. I stayed. There was something in Unigos's presence that I simply knew my place was by his side. You probably noticed the age difference. What are you implying, that I look old? Nothing of the sorts. Anyway, so it looks like you were anchored here by love. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, you could call it that. Or blindness, or stupidity, poor judgment maybe. Whatever sounds best to you. Pretend all you like. You fell hard for the grandpa with sad eyes and you know it. I did. He annoys me sometimes like nobody else. Yeah, I can't imagine breathing without him now. But don't let me go all soft on you. You surely got some places to go. It was a pleasure talking to you, Dobrenager? I don't know how you pronounce the name. Dobrenager. Every second of it. Here, I know it's not much, but it will come in handy when starting a new life. Everything costs coins these days. I really appreciate that, but I'm not looking for a charity. I'll manage. Oh, come on. Don't try and be a hero. Men. Alright, do something for me then. It won't be a handout. Just your first pay. That I can agree on. What do you need? There's a farmer in the village called Jaraniwa? Jarganewa? Jar. She usually supplies the tavern with rye, but I haven't got anything from her in a while. My stock is almost gone, and you don't even want to imagine what would happen to these people if we run out of beer. Consider it done. While we're speaking of beer, Uni asked me to grab a couple for us. Of course, here you go. Great, thank you. He promised to tell me some stories about Jordan. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, thank you. Nice one. Right, deliver the beer to that. Set a rabbit trap. Hunt a wild animal. So where would the bunnies be? Surely they need to come to the water to get a drink. Can I kill a duck with a spear? There he is. There's the man. Resimir. Hey, Uni. You're looking at the proud house owner from the valley, and I'm back bearing beers. Job well done indeed. All right. Let me wet my throat with this amber goodness and start reminiscing. I knew Jordan for 22 years before he died. He was my best friend and truest friend. A brother, actually. I remember the day we met as if it were yesterday. I was 25 at the time, living in the big city of Yeldenberg, where I was born. You could say I hated that place, but still it was the only home I've ever knew. Maybe someday I'll tell you more about that. Anyway, I was forced to take of my own. So I did, doing the only thing I could do, stealing. You were a thief? I was, and a bloody good one if I might say. Picking pockets was my bread and butter. I could steal a piece of steak right from your fork and you wouldn't even notice. It wasn't greed that motivated me, just survival. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy the process. Stealing is still a crime no matter the motivation. God, that's a big mouthful. No matter the motivation. I'll say you want to wait and hear a bit more before getting all high and mighty on me. I'm sorry, go on. We had an animal festival at Yoldenberg. It always brought a whole bunch of outsiders to town. You can imagine what that meant for a man in my profession. I could do a day's worth of work in a matter of minutes. I grabbed a few coins here and there, some jewellery, a new pair of boots, and then I saw a nobleman with a money bag strapped to his belt. It was basically begging to be set free. I sneaked behind him in the crowd like I did 1,000 times before. Child's play. I gently grabbed the pouch, did a little shimmy magic, and there it was, sitting neatly in my palm. Just needed to turn around, disappear like always, and then wham! I was punched in the face by what felt like a bull, and I was so shocked I didn't even realise what happened until I hit the ground. My head was pounding, I could barely see straight, and do you know what was the first thing I saw next? A smile. A big, radiant smile on the face of the man with two different eyes. It was your Uncle Jordan, the one I took for a nobleman. He stuck his hand out, helped me get up, and offered me a beer. Just like that. That's just how Jordan was. You see, your uncle was deadly clever, smartest man I ever known, hands down. He could see the world like nobody else, predict things. He was always at least a dozen steps ahead of anyone else. So, on a rare occasion that somebody surprised him, he was intrigued. And he wasn't expecting you. Indeed. Apparently, even despite my failure, I was still the one that came the closest to robbing him. And he liked that. So, I'm guessing you accepted his invitation, right? I didn't really have a choice, did I? I was terrified of the guy at that moment, so we went. He took me to the most expensive and most crowded tavern in the whole town. Remember that it was the day of the festival. Even entering that place was next to impossible. He didn't seem to care though. In the matter of seconds, we were sitting at a table being serviced by two barmaids at the same time. It was surreal. In my mind, there was only one explanation. He owned the place. And did he? Not at all. It was his first time in Oldenburg. It all felt like a dream, to be honest. Especially with me still being dazed after the punch. I was still sure he was a nobleman. His manners, his clothes, the way he talked and moved. And then he chugged a beer like it was a race. Wiped his face with the sleeve and burped like a drum. He went from a lord to a savage, just like that. I relived that moment a dozen times until I realised why he did that. It wasn't a mistake. Oh no. No laziness. No moment of weakness. He wanted me to see it. To understand it. Understand what? That he was full of crap. You see, Rasimir, your uncle was one of a kind. He was a true master of arms, and his weapon of choice was his confidence. What does that even mean? Imagine a closed door with two armed guards at its sides, and you want what's inside. What are your options? You can force your way in, bribe the guards, try to pick a lock. Jordan, he just holds his head up high, walks right in and demands the door to be opened. You were right, that all sounds surreal. I never knew that about my uncle. My mother's stories were quite different. I'm going to be straight with you, it all sounds made up, because I'm afraid she knew a quite different Jordan to me than everyone in the pack. Oh dear, Rasimir, there's so much more you still don't know. Our story hasn't even really begun. But it's getting late. Come on, you can't leave me hanging like that. Alright, I'm going to tell you a bit more. After that beer we had a couple more. Then some mead, if I remember correctly. We were talking about our past, our dreams, convictions. Started making some drunken absurd plans. I thought we were joking, to be honest. The next thing I remember is waking up in silk sheets. I'm guessing they weren't yours, correct? Are you kidding? It was the first time I'd even touched fabric like that. The ceiling in this chamber was so high it could fit a giant. I thought I was dreaming. Then the servants walked in. I was ready to flee, but instead of fighting me, they presented me with breakfast. Really? How come? It was all Jordan's doing. I've never found out how he managed to pull it off. Whenever I asked, he just burst into laughter. Even years after, needless to say, I left Oldenburg with him on that date. The first time I went outside of the town's walls and never came back. That was the day the pack was born. And 3 years later, there were 5 of us. A real team. A family. We considered ourselves the Reminders. Oh, how I wish I could be there. It all sounds incredible. I've never had adventures like that, and probably never will. Easy, my boy. It wasn't always fun and lovely, but it's a tale for another time. Really did get late, and I'm sure you still have a lot of work to do. Come and find me tomorrow. We'll talk some more. I'll do that. Thank you, Uni, for everything. What's that? There's one. There's a rabbit. Let's go for it, boys. Ready, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Rabbit stew! What a shot! Now that was a shot. Is it dead? I think it's dead now. Oh, lovely. Right, got a rabbit. There's my house. It's all over there. Oh. Double bed to myself. Go next day. Good morning, everybody. Let's get some breakfast on. Traps. Rabbit trap. There it is. Set a trap. Right, so we could do with it near the house. So I don't have to run around like a bloody idiot all the time. So let's find out. Rabbits. Or boar. Right, so if we put it, I think, put it near these bushes there. So set a trap. Survive for a season. See if we can cook this meat so I can get some food in me. Food goes down pretty quick. Really does go down fast. So if we go in here. Cauldron. Stone campfire craft. Meat! Let's chuck some meat. There we go. Roasted meat. Beautiful. Roasted meat somewhere. Roasted meat. 6 food. Do we getting a duck? Oh, there's a duck there. Let's throw this at the duck. Got it. Beautiful shot. Skin the duck. Do we have to watch this animation every time? Oh, I got 4 meat off that duck. Beautiful. Right, let's throw it at this one. There's a lot of fish over there. So let's throw that. That. Shot. Can we get this? Drink water. Can I get the duck? Can we get the duck? Duck. Skin. There we go. Duck hunting. Bit of 4 meat. 10 feathers. Are you getting settled? The valley is treating me nicely so far. That's wonderful, Rasimir. But you come at a poor time. My duties at the Castellan await me. Of course. I understand. Is everything alright? Yeah, it's... I'm not sure, to be honest. There's been a murder. Oh my goodness. Oh my. I thought things like that don't happen here too often. Yeah, I better not say that. Because they don't. I'm just about to go to the crime scene and question the witnesses, and I honestly don't know what to expect. Remember, everybody lies. I'm sure you'll take good care of the matter. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Time will tell. Yes, even it will break. Jokes aside, Rasimir, that's really a serious matter. I won't be able to share more stories with you at the moment, but I believe there is someone you should meet. His name is Sambor. He was one of us. The pack, I mean. Are you serious? And he lives here, in the valley? That's right. All of them do, actually. Here. I've marked Sambor's house on your map. You should pay him a visit. Great. I'll go there right now. But beware, calling Sambor friendly is like calling being stung by a bee right in the tip of your manhood. Pleasant. Oh, I'm sure you're exaggerating. He was a part of the reminders, after all. Don't say that I didn't warn you. I'll be on my way then. I've got a funny feeling. 726 metres. Oh, I'm not running that far. It'll take me ages. I'll go to this objective, to this Sambor's house, and I shall see you soon. I won't bore you with the walk, unless something interesting happens. Oh, a pigeon. Piggy on! There's one. Ah! Here he is. Hello, Sambor. I think you're lost, boy. Sorry, I didn't mean to Wait a second. Look me in the eye and stop shivering, for crying out loud. Huh. Black and blue. You're Lauren's family, aren't you? Yes, my name's Rasimir. He must be Sambor then. How do you know that? I was talking to Uni. He told me that you were part of the reminders as well. Part of what now? The pack? The one with Uni and Jordan? Never heard this idiotic name in my life. Oh, sorry, maybe I've been mistaken. We were called the Undying Fist. Oh, that's a whole lot better than it. Okay. You're damn right it is. That's because I came up with it. Everyone loved it. No idea why Uni lied to you like that. I'm sure he was just jealous about your creativity. Yeah, okay. Of course he was. And not only about that. Anyway, I'd love to hear some stories about my uncle and the pack's adventures altogether. That's an amazing coincidence, because I would love to spend my time telling the old tales by the crackling fire. Oh my, really. I've got loads of reading to do. No, leave my property and forget where it is. Oh, come on. It will only take a moment, really. Just tell me, what was my uncle like? How did you become part of the Undying Fist? And what did you do exactly as the pack? You don't know what we did? You only didn't get to that part yet. Alright. But be quiet and try to be less annoying. Where should I begin? Right. It all started when Jordan left his home. He was 18 at the time, if I remember correctly. The clever bastard was always too big of a fish for his birthplace, and he knew that. Left as soon as he could, but cleverness at such a young age always means two things: being arrogant and hot-headed. His plan was to set out on a big adventure. That's it. Pretty detailed, huh? A path like that is paved with skeletons of young idiots, but none of them were Jordan. Either way, he was wandering for days. Days soon turned into weeks, and his rations into dust. He was useless as a hunter, back then at least, so berries and mushrooms was all he could get. So obviously, he needed some coins. He came across a manor with orchards so vast they seemed like an ocean. Jordan managed to find some work there. A week of back-breaking labour had passed. His hands were covered in blisters, skin red from the scorching sun, knees pulsating from pain. I must say, you're really an amazing storyteller. I wasn't expecting that. Shut up. Do you want me to finish? Where was I? Oh, right. He was exhausted from all the strenuous work he's done. Went to the lord of the manor with a smile on his face to collect the payment. His stomach was already full with fantasies of all the delicious treats he was dreaming of buying, and all of that was ruined by the hand of the lord holding a couple of lousy coins. Jordan was furious. That was merely a fraction of the pay he was supposed to acquire. He started shouting at the lord, demanding justice. Peasants were just flies to the lord. Disgusting, replaceable insects. What do you do with a fly which buzzes too loudly? Both of the lord's palms struck Jordan's ears with the strength of an ox. Ouch! Jordan fell to the ground stunned, and the lord's guards threw him out of the manor like garbage, stealing that few pathetic coins while doing so, if I may add. It wasn't until evening when Jordan regained his hearing, and with it came a fervent thought of revenge. Your uncle was quite a capable fighter when I met him 10 years later, but he wasn't back then. He knew the guards would massacre him if he only came close, so he needed to find another way to fulfill his vengeance. Jordan was always ambitious, but that hatred fueled him like nothing before. What came later was me becoming bored of this conversation. Go away. Oh, no way, you can't leave me like this. I can do whatever I want. Scram, I have things to do. What things? I'll do them for you. I'll do anything you want. Just please tell me the whole story. Screw your things. I don't want to beg, because that's just... Screw your things. Huh? You really have Lord's blood in you? You're right. Screw my things. They're your things to do now. Oh, what do you mean, you bumhole? I mean, I'll finish the damn story when you've done what I tell you to do. Understood? Just say what needs to be done. You won't regret it. Here, grab this shovel. It's a piece of crap, but it'll do. There are clay deposits behind my house. Go there and dig up some clay for me. First of all, I don't need to explain myself to you, child. Secondly, it's for medical purposes. And that's the answer that will fully satisfy you. Got it? Whatever you say. Oh, you massive bandit. Right, so where's the clay then? I'm guessing that's it there. What the hell? Oh, he's making deers. Bless him. Look at him. Bless him. What requires a shovel? 4, 3, wooden shovel. Dig. 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 Dig up clay deposits. Right, where's the other one? Over here. There's one here. Dig that badger. Dig that up, and we'll nick his little deer thing. You have it. Here's all the clay you wanted. Will you finish the story now? Alright. So, as I've already said, Jordan wasn't much of a fighter back then. He didn't have any money, no connections, but he had one thing, an unusual ability. You see, from an early age, Jordan was an exceptionally good liar. No sweaty palms, no voice cracks, no tells really. Calm, steady breaths, eye contact held all the way. He eventually managed to handle any kind of pressure, even in the craziest of situations. But it wasn't that at first. He felt no pressure lying, no stress at all. It was as natural for him as breathing. He had absolutely no remorse. He came up with a plan so immensely moronic and unrealistic. It's really hard to believe that it worked so perfectly. At first, he convinced the nearby town's tailor to sew him a whole set of clothes worthy of the most wealthy nobleman. The finest of fabrics, silken threads, you name it, horrendously expensive. So how did he manage to afford it? you may ask? It's simple. He didn't pay for it, so he stole it. I said no such thing. Jordan wasn't a thief. Not in the traditional meaning of the word, at least. Apart from that, did I finish the damn story? While wearing his new clothes, he travelled to the castle of the king of that realm and entered it. Okay, now I know that you're making this all up. That's simply impossible. You're absolutely right, it is. It's mad to even consider trying to pull that off. But Jordan, he just walked straight in. I don't blame you for doubting me. Damn, I would have been first to doubt a thing like that if I didn't see him doing it hundreds of times later with my own eyes. Anyway, he walked right into the castle, and once he was there, he followed through with his plan, which was bedding his wife. Wow. Whose wife? The king's. The king's wife? So, the queen. Indeed. So let me get this straight. The plan was to get into the castle and lay with the queen. Exactly that. You were right. That is the most absurdly idiotic plan I've ever heard of. I told you, but it worked like a charm. I still don't get it. What worked? What has he accomplished by that? After the lovemaking, he dressed up, deliberately leaving his undergarments on the bedside, and told the queen he'll be right back with some refreshments. Then he went to one of the king's guards and told him that he saw the queen with the company of a strange man sneaking into one of the chambers. The guard rushed in and witnessed the queen naked in bed with a man's clothes right next to her. As a loyal servant, the guard reported on the matter directly to the king himself, who, as you can probably imagine, became furious to say the least. He couldn't really punish his wife. That would be bad for his reputation. But he could pursue her lover. Unfortunately for him, at this point, Jordan was long gone from the castle, riding a beautiful bay mare he borrowed from the stable into the sunset. I still don't get it. You see, the king didn't catch the filthy seducer, but it didn't mean he couldn't track him down and find him. To do so, the only track he could follow was the one thing that Lord Jordan left behind, except his undergarments and a pleasurable memory for the queen. His name, not his real name, of course. The name he used when introducing himself to the queen was precisely. Now you get it? That's incredible. The Lord's head must have left the company of his body pretty promptly. He didn't get killed. That wouldn't be in Jordan's style. The queen begged for his life to be spared, so the king threw him in the dungeon where he spent all the days he had left. Jordan was amazing. All that with just the power of his wits and speech. He surely showed the Lord that he shouldn't have wronged him. Don't get the wrong idea about his reasons. Oh, so much reading in this. Jordan didn't get through all of that just because of what the Lord did to him. You see, the Lord was a cruel, merciless brute. He mistreated all of his subjects, killed for fun, raped for sport. People used to call him Laundryman because one of his habits was drowning his bastards in the lake right after birth, like unwanted kittens. That is horrendous. Jordan needed to stop him, and he did. But that's not the end of the story. After the Lord's capture, someone had to take his place. He didn't have any rightful successors, but then, with just an uncannily perfect timing, came a distant cousin of the Lord's. A charming young man with two different eyes. You've got to be kidding me, right? He easily acquired all possessions of his sentenced relative, but Jordan didn't want any of that. Not for himself. So he took only 3 bags of coins from the treasury and left everything else in the hands of the peasants. Like Robin Hood. They were elated. He is still probably worshipped there. I can tell you that. Oh, and one more thing. Why 3 bags, you might ask? That's easy. 1 for the tailor, 1 for the stableman he took the horse from, the last one for himself, with the exact amount of coins he was rightfully supposed to earn for his work at the orchard. I told you Jordan wasn't a thief. And that was it. He mounted his beautiful mare and left the realm, continuing his adventures. At least that's the story he used to tell us. So nothing of that may be true at all, but that's just how it was with Jordan. Now I understand what you and Uni were talking about. He really does seem surreal. I never met anyone else like that. Don't get me wrong, he had his flaws, but the things he could do, his tongue wasn't even silver. It was made out of pure gold. But wait, you didn't tell me what was the purpose of the Undying Fist. Oh, I thought it would be obvious now. On that day, Jordan's mission was born. He knew that the spoiled, rotten elites like that were scattered all around the world, draining life and dignity from the hard-working simple folk, and that he was capable of stopping them, to some extent at least. So that's exactly what he started doing, overthrowing corrupted lords and giving back to the community. He sounds like a hero, true hero. Sounds like Robin Hood. Well, it wasn't like, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that. How did you join the pack? Jordan was working solo until he met Uni. That rat's agile fingers could work where Jordan's tongue didn't. And then they needed someone with other talents they were lacking, like strength, manliness, bravery, independence, gallantry, integrity. So they recruited the best there was. I was between jobs at the time, so I gave them a chance. And finally the pack started to really make a difference. But I don't like to brag. Oh yeah, I noticed. Humble to the bone. Thank you for noticing. People at my level don't need to boast about our skills. Just like the sun doesn't need to prove it's bright. Anyhow, I've already spoken more words to you than I did in the last 5 years to anybody. So it's time for you to go. And preferably, don't come back. Ever. It was a great pleasure and a true on. Yeah, I don't care. Leave now. And in return for giving away my location, deliver this delicious meal to Uni. It's his favourite, a knuckle sandwich. Do you want me to hit him in the face? Did I stutter? No, sir. Of course, sir. I'm on my way now, sir. Oh, dear. Right, so we've just spoke to him, and now we're going to head back. But I will get out my spear, because there's a wolf right there. Oh my god! Come back, you... Ah, he's coming back. I heard it. Where are you then? Come on. Where you gone? I can hear him. There it is. I wonder if that's the same one. Am I dead? Did I die? I have no idea what's just gone. What just happened? Let's go give Uni this knuckle sandwich. Dr. Sam, it's always nice to see you, Rasimir. This sweet, it's like a jar of honey. Are you kidding? He was the most terrifying person I've ever met. Sam before you, I see. He did tell me about my uncle, though. The story about the Lord of the Orchards. He has some unexpectedly good storytelling skills, doesn't he? Yes, he really does. I was downright astonished by that. One time I swear he went for over a year without speaking a single word. But when we were sitting by the fire, he remembered some anecdote, laughed out loud and began his tale. Went from a total mute to the master of the ceremonies. The narrative was so gripping, it was hard not to listen. He even did voices, but after finishing he became silent again. I never fully understood that side of him. A theatre genius trapped in the body of a bear wrestler. He actually asked me to give you something. Really? And what was it? A knuckle sandwich? Yeah, that sounded exactly like Sambor. So, are you going to deliver? Do you want me to? Oh, sure. I love people punching me in the face. Around the valley, I'm known for it. Would you be so kind as to do it for free, though? I'm all out of my being punched in the face budget. Okay, you're joking. I'm starting to worry there for a second. Don't. Sambo just likes to say crap like that. But if he asks, I'll tell him you knocked me out cold. Just out of curiosity, what did Sambo tell you about him becoming part of the pack? He said that you were looking for the best to recruit and that he was an obvious choice. Yeah, that seems like something he'd say. Well, he was clearly full of crap. It's not a pleasant memory, but I believe you deserve to know the whole story. We didn't recruit him. Well, I guess we did. Jordan did. But that wasn't a matter of choice. When Jordan and I started to follow his mission together, we were rather successful. Everything was going smoothly, too easy even. We were doing a lot of good, putting many well-deserved smiles on our oppressed faces. That's when we let our guard down. There was a secret guild formed by a few of the higher-ranking knights and barons. We called them the Vendors. Bunch of really heartless bastards. Their most lucrative business was selling a living merchandise. And no, I'm not talking about animals. Please don't say it. Slavery was strictly forbidden in that realm. The Queen was adamant about that. Well, the vendors had their own set of rules to follow. They caged them like cattle, mostly women and children, forced to fight rats for the pot little rations they were being given in the damp dungeon they were held in. The guild preferred quantity over quality, so they didn't care about diseases and they didn't tend to wounds. I think I'm going to be sick. Sometimes it took them weeks to get the dead out of the cages. Survival of the fittest, or rather outlasting of the least fortunate. It was simply horrible, if you ask me. All the damned guild deserved a cruel and slow death. But that wasn't how we operated. Jordan made it very clear from day one, we were never to take a life. That was the most important of rules. Anyway, we managed to get everyone out. The carriage is full of broken people. Even the horses kept their heads low, moaning. The despair in the air was even more poisonous than the stench of the rotting flesh. And in all that, we forgot to make ourselves safe as well. We were caught by the mercenaries who brought us to the torture chamber. Yeah, this gruesome place had even worse room hidden inside. The vendors weren't in their patient mood, so they sent their worst torturer right away. I was horror-struck, truly petrified. Could barely breathe. Jordan didn't say a word, just looked at me. His eyes were relaxed but focused. I realised he wanted me to be calm as well, but I couldn't. He went first. The torturer strapped Jordan to a chair and just started swinging. His fists were like anvils. Every hit drew blood or broke bones. In a matter of seconds, Jordan's face looked like a bloody pulp. The only thing poking through it was his smile. It was one of many times I wondered if he was even human. Torturer quickly realised that he needed different tools for such a unique specimen and went to grab his blades. That's when Jordan started talking. He was making him offers, one after another. The torturer just kept carving his torso, like he was preparing a steak to be grilled. There was so much blood, I could taste it in my mouth. I wanted to pass out, just to run away from all of that, but I couldn't. My heart was pounding way too fast. That's horrible. Suddenly, the torturer stopped. He looked at me and back at Jordan. This was the only thing he said. If you're lying, you're going to watch me do the same to him. I was about to puke, but Jordan just nodded. So he untied us both and helped us escape. There were more mercenaries on our way, heavily armed. No one stopped us. Even they were terrified of that guy. We managed to get out of it in one piece. Well, we managed to get out alive. Jordan's wounds wouldn't heal for weeks, and even after that he was scarred so badly. It looked like he had chainmail stitched to his skin. But we had escaped death, and its emissary became one of us. Torturer was Sambor, wasn't it? Yes. I have no words. I'm so sorry this happened to you. To be honest, the nightmares of that never stopped. How could you want a person like that amongst your troop? You think I wanted that cutthroat anywhere near me? I couldn't get a wink of sleep with him around for days. I was constantly watching my back, watching his every move. So why didn't you just blow him off? That's simple. Jordan made a deal with him. Promised him the only thing that mattered to that brute, which was money. A whole lot more than the guild was paying him, and a cut from every heist that we did. But couldn't you just pay him off or run away? That's not the way Jordan did things. He was a master liar, but when he gave someone his word for real, he never backed down. Besides, as we later found out, Sambor was evil in his nature. He was just a true soldier, did what was asked of him. Jordan spent hours talking with him, explaining our rules of conduct. Sambor never broke any of them. Not once. It's incredible. Your lives, I mean. I don't think I would be able to handle all of it. Honestly, I hope you will never have to. I've been through a lot, and after all these years, the thing I wish you the most is to have a boring, steady life. I'm not the type of person to get bored. There's always something to do. Compared to your stories, boring life sure sounds pleasant. But I have a special request for you that will help achieve that boredom. Sure thing, what do you need? I need you to go to Borrowo, find Ida, and get my scythe back from her. That sounds perfectly dull. Trying my best, and I do appreciate your care for my lack of adventures. I'm on my way. Okie dokes. So... Missing bucket. That's a big bomb. I just turned right into a massive bomb.
How can I help you?
I pledged to create some pants for local folk, but I ran out of materials. I'll reward you, of course. Sure, why not? I have some spare time. Yeah, of course I do. I've got loads of time. Nothing but time. We'll go to this, go get Yuri's scythe from Ida, however you pronounce the name. His name, her name. So, we're just coming to a Borrowo. I'll go find Ida. Get his uni scythe. Is that her? That's her there. Hello. Hello, Ida. Hello, do I know you? Hello, Ida. I'm here for uni scythe. Take a hike, kid. I want it fair and square. One? Ah, that little snake didn't even tell you about that. Huh, that figures. I don't know what you mean. He only wanted me to get the scythe back. It's my scythe now. Okay, relax. What can I do to get your scythe then? You can buy it from me, of course. Or we can play for it. What's the game? The same that made Uni lose all his money and a scythe. The game of riddles. How do you play it? Simple. I'll tell you 3 riddles. You must answer all of them correctly. One mistake, the game's over. You win, you get the scythe. And if I lose, I'll go easy on you this time. If you lose, you don't owe me anything. You just forfeit the chance to get the scythe for free. First one. What disappears the second you say its name? Dust, a little girl, a tree, silence. Say silence. Silence disappears. So silence. Correct. Ready for the next one. Here it is. Feed me and I live, yet give me a drink and I die. What am I? It's got to be fire, surely. Ah, yes. Oh, you're good. Better than Mr. Big Costello, innit? Already. But can you get this final one? Listen carefully. I can fly but have no wings. I can cry but have no eyes. Wherever I go, darkness follows me. What am I? I can fly but have no wings. It's got to be a cloud. Yes! Damn, you're sharp. Oh, well, that far. Congratulations, you win an old man's crappy scythe. It doesn't get better than that. Thank you for the game. I had fun. Take care. Cool. Got the scythe. Oh, my reputation's gone up. Awesome. Can we swim in this game or I'm going to die? What do we think? Shall I risk it? Oh, let's try it. I hope there's no nasty fish in this thing. Am I dying or not? No? Oh, cool. So I can swim. And I can drink while I'm swimming. I'm just having a nice little swim with the ducks. I don't like this. Get me out of here. I have the scythe, Uni. You back already? Hey, Uni, I've got your scythe. Splendid. Were there any troubles on the way? Not at all. Good lad. I have news. Sam Boy's looking for you. Oh, for me, are you sure? I'm told he's asked about the one with funny eyes and stupid face. I see. Okay then. I won't prolong this humiliation and I'll go find him. Yes, I can. I'll bring you a bucket. Bucket. Can I nick this one? I'll just nick that one and give you it. No problem. No worries. There it is. Hey, I've got a rabbit. Cook some rabbit meat and then we'll go find some leather, I suppose. So, oh, my fire's gone out. There we go. Right, cauldron, stone fire, craft. Meat! Let's cook some meat, baby. Craft, oh, I'll just do it all. Cook all the meat! Never had rabbit. Anybody had rabbit? Is it any good? Let's go find some deer. Hawk spot deer. There's one. Don't know how many spears it'll take to kill them. However, I do have 7. Can we get a headshot, do you think? I got it. Missed it. Come here. Missed. Got it. Missed. Come here, please. Come here. Ah. Got it in the leg. I got no spears left. Punch, 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 punch. Punch it! Why aren't you dead yet? Yes! Haha! Stag skin. I've got 3 leather. More spears required. Chop, 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 chop. Chop that down. And then smash that. And take that. Take that. Take that. Got that one and that one. Oh my god. Apologies about that. Right, so I need probably 3 more deer. 2 more deer even. Ha! I think it's seen me. Be very quiet. Gotcha. She's bleeding. She's bleeding again. Come on. Let's chase it. Chase it. Don't lose it. Oh, don't tell me I've lost it. I can hear it. There it is. Got it. Come on. Die! There we go. Got it. One more deer, and I just ran past about 4 chasing that one. Stand on this rock out there. Ha! Hello! Let's get it in the back. Shot. Oh, it didn't stick in. Pooh. Don't lose her. Right in the head. Come on! Gotcha. Just die. Die. Right. Behave. Thank you very much. I'll do. Stick. Stop rolling. I have enough leather so I can take it back to this lady. Where is she? Just gonna go break in a house. There she is. Wake up, lady. I've got it. Cute. I've been sent by what for? I've heard that you are the one that supplies rye to the tavern. Is that right? I'm sorry. Is this not a good moment? Are you always that charming to the strangers, or am I just special in some way? Forgive me, I didn't mean to be rude. I'm just dealing with some personal issue. Don't want to intrude. Just wanted to ask about the rye situation. Fortunately, we won't be able to provide the rye this time. The crops are all diseased and pretty much unusable. As if I didn't have enough problems already. But don't worry, I ordered a delivery of rye from Rollnicker. It should have been here yesterday, actually. Don't know what happened. Nadar usually is very prompt. Maybe you could go see him and check if everything is alright. That's what I'm going to do then. Take care. I think for this episode, I'm going to leave it there because that is a long ass way away. Thanks for watching, guys. If you do like this content, you want to see some more of this game, just hit the like button and drop it down in the comments that you want to see some more. And if there's any other games that you want me to play, just let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can get them sorted for you. Yeah, thanks very much for watching and I'll see you next time. See you.